It's the AFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Miami. It's the Chiefs and the Dolphins on Sunday night primetime.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, one game to decide who represents the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. The stadium is packed. Standing room only a chance for their hometown team to get to the Super Bowl. Great to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and the most important thing in the building, the Lamar Hunt Trophy. It is up for grabs for the AFC Championship. Two evenly matched teams. Greg, what are you looking for in this one?
You know, I think the team that understands how to use this energy, as you said, it is electric in this building, especially for the home team. You know that you are one win away from the ultimate goal, which is to play and have a chance for the Super Bowl trophy. Who can harness that energy early the best? There's going to be some pregame jitters. There's going to be some excitement on the sideline and in that huddle. Can you settle down early and just treat it like any other game? I think the team that gets into their rhythm the quickest, Mike, is going to be the one that has the best chance to find themselves holding that Lamar Hunt Trophy at the end.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Mike, when you're grinding away in the midst of training camp, these are the moments that you fantasize about. However, it's no longer a fantasy for either of these two teams. It's their reality, and it's up to them to seize the opportunity in front of them. But for that to happen, they're going to need a big game out of their quarterback. And if he plays the way he's capable of, they could be just a few hours away from heading to the Super Bowl.
A shotgun snap for Tua. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Now the second-year man, Devon Achane. Past midfield to the 45. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it here to Achane. Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins have struck first in the AFC Championship game. They're out to a 7-0 lead. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Brown now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
We talked to him earlier in the week, Mike, and he tried to downplay this as just another game, but I think after seeing him on the field during warm-ups, That's gone out the window. You can tell. It's starting to set in just how big of an opportunity this really is. They've outlasted every team in the AFC except for the one they're about to face. And if they're able to beat them, man, they'll have a chance to do something really special. But for that to happen, they're going to need him to lead the way as they try to overcome this intimidating atmosphere. And if he does that, they could be holding the Lamar Hunt Trophy in just a few short hours.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he is gone. 84 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Good-looking rushing touchdown. Line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Brown now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. On the move past the 40. And they will finally run him down. They put Kelce in motion. This one, a deep shot for Rice. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
When you find yourself in this situation, You're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. But they do get it at the 1. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Tua. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. That's taken in by Achane. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Hill brought in motion. On the ground is Achane. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown. First down throw, Mahomes. Open man, right side is Kelsey. And no. Turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. Hopkins sent in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. That is hot. He gets the hook up with Rice. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Rice. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw again. A short throw taken in by Kelsey.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got his big tight end. Two and out on first down. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. To the air again, Tagovailoa. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. Tua gonna give this to Wright. Powering forward. He's in. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Miami. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. That'll be taken in by Kelsey, the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A first down throw for Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And it is the Green Bay Packers are heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. It was Devon Achane who's had the strong first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. To the sideline, caught by Worthy.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. But we tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 20-yard line.
These second half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And thus far, Greg, this has been a master class on how to run the football.
And this falls into the category, Mike, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They found early success in this game and never really had the need to go away from it. I think barring some sort of defensive adjustment that they can slow down this rushing attack, I think if I'm this offensive play caller, just continue to do what works, because right now the defense has no answers.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Hill. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they will bring him down on the... midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Drew Tranquill. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. They put Kelsey in motion. He'll get this complete to Worthy. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. One quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Second and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. First down throw, Mahomes. That'll be caught. Juju Smith-Schuster. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. On first down, a run for Wright. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Run again with Wright. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to right. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back on the ground and back to right. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That one good for 26 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And he'll take it on in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Brown now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But, see if we can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. That's caught downfield. It's Kelsey. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Right back to Kelsey again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. Big return at the end. He's going to get out of bounds close to midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give here to Wright. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We're back to crown an AFC champion after this. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. To throw is Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, here's Wright. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. 3rd and 5. A carry here for Wright. Looking for room out on the edge. Not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down. In motion, it's Waddle. On 4th down, Tagovailoa. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the left side. It's caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run with Wright. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. So, that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.